Hey guys, it's Mr. Hanna here. I'm in the band room. I want to give you a little tour. And since we're talking about drums, I wanted to show you our drum set. So we have this set here, and it has a lot of parts to it. Hopefully you can identify the different parts of our drum set. I want to show you how it's used just briefly here. We have the bass drum, or the kick drum down there, and it has a pedal. So when we sit here on the seat, we call it the throne, because when you're a drummer, you're the king. Then you have your foot on this bass drum pedal. On our left here, our other foot gets a different pedal too. This is the hi-hat, right? And it has two cymbals that close together. And we can use it to make a sound with the bass drum. We can also play on it with a stick. So there's open and closed hi-hat sounds. Right here in front of us is the snare drum. It's got that name because on the bottom of the drum there's little coils of wire and they buzz when you hit it. You can turn off the snares if you want a different sound. I'm going to put it back on. Okay, right up here, attached to the bass drum, are the tom-toms. There's a little tom, high tom, medium tom, and on my side here is the low tom, or floor tom, because it just sits on the ground by itself. That's the floor tom. So we have those, and they each have a different pitch to them. All right, and in my way there was one of the cymbals. We have several cymbals, and this one over here is probably the most important one. It's called the ride cymbal. You can see it written on there too. The ride cymbal helps carry the beat. So besides the bass drum, which is important, the ride cymbal does a lot of work. A little bit of a swing beat that we'd hear in jazz. And the ride cymbal carries things along. You got a ride on the ride cymbal. We have two other cymbals. Those are crashes. Can't reach that one. That one's not where it should be. And that makes up the parts of our drum set. If I had an extra hand here, I'd record and play a beat for you. But you're just going to have to try it yourselves again. And we're going to do the walking back and forth part. And you have to imagine that sound when you do it. Your left hand is this sound. And your right hand is playing on this.